only for the purpose of the children, to make their lives better, to give them an opportunity. We also work really hard with families, and that's really important, so that we hope that when the families come through the door from the first moment, they're treated like A-listers, because they have exceedingly difficult lives sometimes.
As soon as we came here, everything was about the children. Every single staff, even the office staff, is focused on the children and their needs, and it's just lovely. It's just got such a lovely atmosphere, and it's so welcoming.
The vision of the garden school is to provide the best education that we possibly can for our students. We want them to enjoy school. We want every day to be a special day for them. We want to basically develop their communication, their independence, and their ability to cope with more stressful situations, because children with autism have high levels of anxiety, so we want them to be able to live in the world and manage it as best that they can, but also to have lovely experiences.
I was waiting to speak to Pat Quigley, who's now our head of school, and she was talking to a TA, and I heard her say, I want for every day, for every child that comes to the school, for it to be the best day of their life. And I'd never heard anybody say that in a school, and it was wonderful.
It can be actually overwhelming to see how much they progress over the year, and when we go back and review our year, it can actually, it has actually brought us to tears, because we see children come in and they don't want to engage with others around them, and by the end of the year they're singing, joining in games, joining in with movements and communicating with us in their own ways.
It's given us communication, and it's made us smile more. We had a lot of difficulties in the past. And we still have difficulties and challenges, but just to have that bit of communication means that he can now express himself and explain what he would like and what he needs, and I can also talk to him. And that has to be one of the biggest things in our life that I thank the school for.
I think the special moment for me this term has definitely been a child that I previously worked for, and he would never verbally speak. He was always non-verbal. And I had a colour song which says like yellow is for sweet corn, orange is for carrots. And all of a sudden he's just started singing the song out loud. This voice that we hadn't ever heard, to suddenly be singing and naming the foods, and all of us were just in shock. And I had him recorded, and he was just sitting there singing his little heart out. So now every week he says to me, colour song, and I'm like, oh.
The level of training, once again, is excellent, and I can't fault them. They're always in a good mood, they're always cheerful. You see, working with the children, even when you know they're not being watched, they're always happy to be with the children. They actually care for the children, and I think that's the main difference at this school.
You go into the playground and you have to make yourself available, make yourself look fun, smile. You know, sometimes you get to their level. A lot of the time we imitate what they're doing. So if they jump in, we jump with them. If they're running, we run with them. And they all of a sudden think, oh, there's someone jumping with me, or there's someone next to me running. And then you start off like that. And if they're very energetic, you need to have the same level of energy with them. And it initiates that first relationship, that first interaction with them. And it builds a very strong bond between the adult and that child.
I'm so overwhelmed. He's made so much progress here. We're so blessed with the teachers, they care. You know, sometimes as jobs we do things because we've got to pay our bills, which is understandable. Sometimes we also do things because we have the love for that job. And here I find our teachers have the love for the job, and that in the environment for our children is so important.
We have a high adult to pupil ratio, and that allows us to put all of our energy into getting to know each individual student really well, and making sure that everything that we offer is so individualised to that one pupil. And our vision is to do more in the community as well, to support people around us, people living nearby, working nearby, for businesses to be more aware of what we do here at the garden. So we want to, as teachers, just bring that energy, I think, and keep things moving, and we don't want to settle and stagnate. Yeah.
This is a place where children learn about themselves, learn how to be part of our society, explore their own potential, and really focus on being independent, as well as social life skills that are essential for them to be able to be independent.
This school means everything to me, like absolutely everything. We've been through such a difficult time the last few years, so to actually find a provision that gives him everything that he wants and also supports me and my family, also it's just everything. It really does mean everything to me.